Hello there students and welcome to Teach Together Try. Today we're going to be looking at addition and subtraction problems. So, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, here's our first problem and I'm going to teach you this one because we're in the teaching phase of the video now. If there were 128 boys and 170 girls in a sports carnival, how many students were in the sports carnival altogether? So we've got 128 boys and 170 girls, and it's asking for how many students in the sports carnival all together. So that means we've got to add 128 to 170, and that should give us 8 plus 0 is 8, 2 and 7 is 9, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means we're dealing with 298 students. Okay, so that's how we'll do that sort of problem. But here's a slightly different one that's going to require you to use addition and subtraction. We just did addition then, didn't we? But this next one's going to be addition and subtraction. Just watch carefully. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Okay, let's look at this one, guys. If there were 585 students in a sports carnival and 278 were boys, so 585 students, but 278 were boys, how many girls were competing? Now, sorry, I said this was a two-step problem. It's not. This is just a one-step problem. This is still just a one-step problem. But the other problem was addition. This problem is going to be subtraction because we know there's 585 students and we know 278 are boys, and we've got to find the remainder of the students. What is the remainder of the students? So in order to do that, we go 585 take away 278, which equals, okay, so I'm not going to go through how to do it. This is more a problem-solving one. So, which equals 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the answer is 307 because 585 students take away 278 boys means it must be 307 girls who are the remainder. Okay, so they're just one-step problems, and I think I'm actually going to get you to have a go at those right now. And 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, here we are in the together phase. Let's do this together. If there are 148 boys and 150 girls in the sports carnival, how many are in there all together? What are you going to do? Why don't you have a go? Pause me and think how you're going to work out how many students all together. Why don't you have a go? Pause me. Okay, what did you do? I hope you went 148 plus 150, which should equal 298 students. Okay, let's do another one together. And we're back. Let's look at this one, guys. We're going to do it together. It's a lot like the other one we did before. This one's also a subtraction one. If there were 700 students in the sports carnival and 398 were boys, how many girls were competing? And how are we going to work that out? We've got to find out. We know there's 700 students all up. 398 are boys. How are we going to work that out? How many girls are competing? 700, 398 boys. What are you going to do? Pause me and have a go. Okay, I hope you paused me and I hope you went, well, Mr. Burns, I've got to go 700 students take away 398 boys equals 302 students. Sorry, not 302 students, 302 girls. Okay, because we had 700 students, 398 were boys, which means the remainder should be 302 girls. Now they were both, all those sums we've done, guys, they're one-step problems. I want to show you now a two-step problem. I'll just show you one first, then we'll do one together. Okay. Okay, and we're back. Guys, this is a teaching and I'm going to show you how to do it. I have saved $5,000 to buy a new game box, which costs $1,379. I also buy several games for an extra $468 plus an extension which allows multiple players for $1,100. How much money will I have left over? Guys, can I tell you right now, this is a two-step problem. You're going to have to do two sums to work this out. Some problems are one step, some are two step. There's no trick to working out which is which. You've just got to have a think about the problem. This sum is telling us we've got $5,000 to start with, but we buy all this other stuff, right? And then it's asking us to work out how much change we get back from $5,000. Look, I'll show you. You've got $5,000 to start with. Here's your $5,000 over here. You've got that in your pocket, right? And then you go shopping. You buy your game box, which is this much. That's $1,379. Okay. You buy your several games that cost $468. Okay. Then as well, you buy your extension pack, which is $1,150. And how much does that come up to, right? So you've got to work out the addition for that. I'm not going to go through that now. You should know how to do that. Okay, now the answer there is $2,997. Okay, so that's how much you've spent on all your game box and all the materials. But guys, remember you had $5,000 originally. So the sum is asking you, how much money will I have left over? You had $5,000 in the start. You spent $2,997. What sum have you got to do now? It's asking you how much money will be left over. You started off with 5,000, so you've got to go 5,000 minus $2,997, which is of course this figure down here. And then you're going to get how much money you've got left over. Then you're finally going to get how much money you've got left over. So you've got to take that away. See, it's two steps, isn't it? We had to do the addition, and then we have to do the subtraction. You'll do this in a moment. And by the way, the answer should be $2,003 should be your answer. Okay, guys, that was a two-step problem. I'm going to give you a two-step problem, and we're going to go and do it together. So let's see how we go. Okay, and we're back. Here we are, guys. We're doing the same sum, actually, but it's got... Oh, dear. Sorry about that. We're doing the same sum, but you'll see all the numbers are different. So it's the same structure of sum, but the numbers have been changed. So I have saved $4,500 to buy a new game box, which costs $1,279. I also buy several games for an extra $368 plus an extension which allows multiple players for $1,530. How much money will I have left over? Now, I think I'm actually going to get you to have a bit more of a go by yourself at this one. What would you think you should do now? Okay, you know you've got how much money to start off with. How much money do you start off with? Work it out. How much money do you start off with? You start off with $4,500. Okay, and that's this figure. Okay, so if you start off with $4,500, okay, and you've got to work out how much money you've got left over, what's the next bit of the sum? Go and pause me. Have a think. What's the next bit of the sum? Okay, I hope you worked out the next bit of the sum was working out how much money you spent. So you had to add up all the things you spent. You bought the new game box, which was $1,279. You bought the extra games, which was $368. And you bought the extension, which was $1,530. And I hope that you added all of that up. If you didn't add that up now. Okay, and that should have been $3,177 that you spent. Okay, but the question's not asking you how much you spent. It's a two-step question. It's asking how much money will you have left over from this. So what do you do now? Pause me and work it out. What do you do now? Okay, I'm back. I hope that you worked out the next bit is a takeaway. It's a subtraction. It's $4,500, which is what you've got in your pocket. Take away $3,177, which is what you spent, and that'll give you your change. That'll give you the money you had left over. So work that out for me now, thanks. Okay, and the answer should be $1,323, and I hope that that's what you got. Thanks very much. Okay, guys, and here we are. We're up to the try phase where you try all by yourself. I don't help you at all. There's a sum. The numbers are different, but it's the same sort of structure. Have a go. See how you go. It's a two-step sum. Pause me, totally pause me, and see how you go. Okay, I hope you paused me because I'm going to reveal exactly what you should have done. So I do hope that you paused me. Okay, and there's your answer, guys. Your answer should have been $1,714. Okay, and you can see my work in there. I hope that you went through a similar process. All right, thank you, guys. Please do check that and come and see me if you've got an issue, but I think maybe you're ready to go into the work. Thanks for watching.